Boom! What's up, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Have you felt uninspired? Maybe you lived in the same town your entire life and just feel stuck? Well, then it might be time to join 56% of Americans who plan on moving this year. Now, since 2020 made many jobs remote, a lot of those people are actually moving out of metropolises to smaller, less crowded places. But not everyone. In fact, over 82% of Americans still live in cities, and a lot of the cities in this list are growing fast. So, even with the obvious problems to big city life, such as traffic, homelessness, crime, and more expensive cost of living, many people still want to push their comfort zones, chase their dreams, and move to a big city. In considering the wide array of culture, diversity, amenities, and incredible opportunities the most big cities offer, I can't blame them. If you're new around here, the criteria that I use to determine the city's true size is: big cities have metro population over 3 million residents, medium-sized cities have metro populations between 1.5 to 3 million, and then small cities have metro populations between 500,000 and 1.5 million. And I ranked each metropolis according to their economy, safety, cost of living, schools, amenities, and overall quality of life. Here is the top 10 best big cities to live in the US for 2021, Part 1. Number 10. Atlanta, Georgia. It's no wonder Atlanta is the busiest airport in the world because the economy is booming, with 75% of Fortune 1000 companies having at least some presence in the city. And because of the incredible diverse job market, with so many good paying jobs in fintech, biotech, logistics, advanced manufacturing, and the number one film industry in the world, young professionals are flocking to the city like bees to honey. Except the honey is money, with also sweet median household income of $72,000. Combine that with even sweeter median home cost of just 313,000, and it's easy to see why the metro population increases by 1.25% every year. Of course, though, all that buzz is bound to attract some killer bees too, as unfortunately the violent crime rate is 103% above the national average, which probably has something to do with the 20.8% poverty rate. But on a bright side, it's easy to live in a nice, affordable home away from danger, since Atlanta is one of the most sprawling metros in the nation, spanning nearly 8,400 square miles. Now, this can be both a positive and a negative, as there's a ton of unique neighborhoods and cities in the area, offering something for pretty much every lifestyle. But it also means that you'll have to drive long distances to get anywhere, and Atlanta has terrible traffic. Number 9. New York City, New York. Ignore the haters because the largest US city is also one of the best. Oh yeah, then why did 60,000 people leave the metro area last year? Well, that was mostly due to the pandemic, making people feel trapped in their 300 square foot apartments. But as life slowly gets back to normal, New York will get back to offering way more amenities than any other city, while still being one of the safest cities. The hundreds of diverse and walkable neighborhoods are each so unique, almost feeling like entirely different worlds just blocks away from each other. And with over 1,500 art galleries and museums, world-class restaurants and nightlives, high-end shopping and Broadway shows, 11 pro sports teams, and concerts featuring pretty much every musician have ever lived, there's always so much going on. And I didn't even mention the economy. The median household income is $83,000, and there's so many good paying jobs in literally every industry you could imagine. Of course, though, all this comes with a price. Taxes are high, median home cost of 652 grand, and you won't be able to find a studio apartment for under 2K a month. But hey, at least it's cheaper than our next city. Number 8. San Francisco, California. Before you comment, wait, what? San Francisco is a piece of poop. Like literally, there's poop on the streets. Yeah, San Francisco has its problems, ranging between terrible traffic, crime, homelessness, and hard to find parking. Not to mention, it's the most expensive US city. But if it was actually a piece of poop, 4.74 million people probably wouldn't pay $1.451 million of median home costs just to live in the area. They do because pros outweigh the cons. San Francisco has so many great jobs, leading to an incredibly high median household income of 115 grand. And that number continues to grow by 4.4% each year. Because of this, the poverty rate's actually the lowest of any big city at just 10.3%. And since California's weather is really nice year-round, there's plenty of opportunity to explore the gorgeous and diverse surrounding nature. But if you only wear Patagonia to blend in with the locals and outdoor activities aren't actually your thing, then the incredible bars, restaurants, arts, and culture spread around dozens of unique and walkable neighborhoods will probably keep you entertained. Adding the fact that home prices are actually declining, and San Francisco hasn't been that desirable of a place to live for a long time. Number 7. Dallas, Texas. While San Francisco is the most expensive city to live in America, Dallas is one of the most affordable. Although it probably won't be for much longer, as the metro population has grown by 22% over the past decade and still continues to grow by 1.55% each year. So if you're planning to move, you'd better do it soon while the median home value was still 248 grand. But as more and more people relocate here, more and more companies do it too. Dallas has one of the fastest growing job markets, with 22 Fortune 500 companies currently headquartered here. And since Texas is really business friendly with no corporate or personal income tax, many more are likely to follow. But although the unemployment rate is just 6.2% and the median household income of $72,300 is high compared to the cheap cost of living, 18.9% of the population still lives in poverty, which has resulted in violent crime rate that's 127% above the national average. At least Dallas is one of the cleanest cities, though, and the tons of attractions such as the nation's largest art district, pro sports teams in all 5 major sports, and an array of hip cafes, restaurants, bars, museums, shops, parks, and music venues throughout the many neighborhoods. Number 6. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Most people move to Minneapolis for the same reasons they moved to Dallas: affordability and jobs. Although Minneapolis's job market has had a bit more time to mature than the recent booming economy of Dallas, and thus is much more diversified, with the highest concentration of Fortune 500 companies of any city. There are so many good jobs in finance, tech, healthcare, advanced manufacturing, renewable energy, and biomedical industries, leading to a median household income of $83,700, which continues to grow by 4.2% each year. This makes the median home value of just $311,000 really affordable. Although, considering the temperatures regularly drop below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, there probably wouldn't be many people willing to pay more. But when it isn't negative 40 with a wind chill, the Twin Cities have beautiful summers and offer so much to do. With great farm to table restaurants, a thriving art scene, teams in all five major pro sports, beautiful nature, and the best park system of any metropolis, including over 120 miles worth of bike paths. It's no wonder nearly 30,000 new residents move here every year. There is a big division between affluent and poor areas, however, as the poverty rate is 19.1% and the violent crime rate is 144% above the national average. So, despite it being the cleanest US city, Minneapolis still needs to clean up its act. Alright, so this was the first part of this list. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon, guys. Peace out and goodbye.